Welcome back to the Eating Good podcast, the podcast where we try out different food establishments in the Columbus area and beyond. I'm Oscar.
I'm Sam.
I'm Marisol.
I'm David.
And this week, David got to decide where we went out to eat.
All right, so this week I took us to Carsonie's Stromboli and Pizza Kitchen. I picked it because I love Stromboli, but I feel like I only ever eat Stromboli at like a fair. And we went to the Pumpkin Fest and there was Stromboli there, but I was like, no, let me behave. Had picked up from there before, smelled great. And not to get ahead of myself, but I'm glad I picked this spot.
Okay, so to start, we ordered a large Stromboli to share. The Stromboli was stuffed with pepperoni, sausage, mozzarella, and provolone cheese, and served with a side of marinara sauce. What did you guys think?
It was big.
It was toasted.
It was stuffed.
It was stuffed.
It was glistening in the light.
Yeah, it was really pretty.
It was really buttery.
Yeah.
Cheesy.
Soft. Super soft.
It's a calzone.
Stromboli.
Stromboli.
But in my head, I'm like, it's a calzone.
But it's literally not.
But it's all the stuff that's inside.
There's a separate one that is a calzone.
What's
we
the
got
difference?
the Stromboli. I think the calzone isn't
closed?
completely closed.
And it looks like it's in the shape of a calzone.
No, it doesn't.
No.
Doesn't it?
It looks
Calzone?
like
I thought it was an
an
empanada.
Yeah.
which kind of looks like a...
Granny panties.
A calzone?
Yeah.
Granny panties.
Dump truck.
I like the Stromboli. And I also like the word Stromboli.
And it's funny because normally the Strombolis I've had are personal sized. And so they're like just like a log, you know, like straight.
Mhm.
Yeah.
This one was like curved. It was like a half moon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I gotta say, this has to be the biggest Stromboli I've ever seen.
Yeah.
'Cause that's a good point. Like, Strombolis, I feel, are normally like sandwich size.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we did get the large, which is meant to feed like 4 people. So,
and it did.
and it did.
It did.
Even the picture of the small one looked like pretty big.
See, that was my game. Okay, I'm not going to lie. My game plan was to order the large, even if it was just for me. I didn't know the gravity of how big this thing was going to be.
Gosh.
I was prepared for leftovers. But yeah, the small one looked like it was perfect for like 1 or 2 people, which is what the menu recommended.
Yep.
Mhm.
I think the ingredients that they chose are like what I would choose in my Stromboli anyways. So that's probably what makes it classic. Just pepperoni and sausage and extra cheesy. I really liked it. It's different from like a fair one because the fair ones are hella greasy. And this one was like shiny and buttery, but it wasn't like overly so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I personally wouldn't get sausage, but that's just because I don't like sausage
Oh, true.
on my Stromboli or pizzas. Yeah, I thought it was really good. I personally didn't like the cheese that was in it.
Yeah, I kind of think the same way. I would prefer only pepperoni. And it's not that I didn't like the flavor of the cheese. Or maybe I didn't. I don't know. When I had too big of a bite of cheese, I was like, that was too much.
Mm-hmm. And then it came with the side of marinara. It was a lot of marinara, and I felt like we were all able to grab some and still have leftover.
It was like a soup bowl size.
Marinara
worth.
sauce, which is perfect. I love a lot of marinara sauce. And I thought their marinara sauce was pretty good. It was a little sweet, but not too sweet. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, because I feel like a lot of the real Italian places are really leaning into the more sweet sauce. And I'm not the biggest fan of that. So this was just enough to like be like, okay, this is definitely homemade, but still nice and savory.
I don't think it would have been the same without the sauce.
No.
Like just eating it by itself, for sure.
Yeah.
Too much cheese. I overall liked it, though. I also liked that the dough wasn't like too toasted.
Yeah, it was like pillowy.
Yeah. It wasn't like a crunch every bite.
I think I would have liked a little crisp to it, but that's just personal preference. I think what it was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it was just right. Like, if it was a little bit harder, I don't think I would have liked it. The texture, at least.
Okay, ratings.
I'm going with 7 out of 10.
I'm going to agree with the 7 out of 10.
I'm going to say 7.5.
I'm going to go 8.5. I liked it. Like, I could definitely see myself going back for probably just a Stromboli.
Yeah, I would go back, but I would get just a build your own Stromboli with pepperoni only.
That or banana peppers. I think the Carlos, the banana peppers and pepperoni combo was really good.
Agreed.
Bella, do you have thoughts on the Stromboli?
I mean, it was pretty good. It was just exactly what you thought a Stromboli would be. I give it a 7 out of 10.
Nice.
Nice.
So, a couple of us got sandwiches, which came with a side of either wedding soup or Parmesan fries. So David and I got the wedding soup. What did you think?
I really liked it.
Yeah.
Towards the end, it was really peppery, and I really liked it. Was like, did you feel that?
I didn't notice it.
I had like a spoonful of just pepper.
Oh, that's crazy. No, it definitely had a lot of flavor, seasoned very well. It had chicken and meatballs in it, which was pretty nice.
Oh, I only got chicken chunks.
Oh, I had like a couple little meatball chunks in mine.
Dang, that would have made it better. I love those little meatballs and then wedding soup.
Yeah. Overall, really delicious. I really liked it. The only other wedding soup that I've really had was from Villanova. I'd have to try them side by side. They're pretty comparable, but I might just pick the Villanova one as slightly better.
Just because it left such an imprint, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I still think about that soup every once in a while. Like,
Me too.
I need that.
Overall, I'd give it a 9 out of 10.
I might have to agree with you with a 9. I was thinking the Stromboli was the best bite, but now that I think about it, that's soup. And I was feeling soupy today, so
Yeah.
that helped boost it up to a 9 for me.
I got the Parmesan fries. Yeah, I had Parmesan. I didn't feel like the Parmesan really stuck out. Like if they had drenched it in Parmesan, I think I would have appreciated that, at least to try it. But these fries are pretty like solid. Like they were crunchy and soft on the inside. I feel they're like the best version of basic restaurant fries you could get. Yeah, I just feel like they were like what you would expect at a restaurant, but they executed them as best as you can.
The French fries?
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting them to be that good.
Yeah.
Especially at this restaurant where it's more of like pasta and stuff like that. The French fries were really good. They were like crispy on the outside, soft on the inside. And they're all warm and I don't know. It was really good.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like they were just like plain restaurant fries, but they were really good.
I had one of the fries, and I will say it was better than I expected, like you guys are saying, but it also didn't wow me. I wish it was a little crispier.
Damn, you just like your stuff crispy.
You also had the fries at the end of the meal.
True.
That's true, yeah. Right, they weren't as fresh as can be. And you know, I like me some fries with some eggs on them.
Did you say eczema?
Eggs, a little extra crisp to them.
I thought you said eggs at first. I was like, when have we had fries with eggs?
I also think Oscar gave me like his best fry.
The prized possession.
I didn't think he's gonna give me that one, but I wasn't gonna say no.
It is funny how like when you look at fries, you can tell which one is about to be really good.
Dude, it's so funny when we go out and they're like, we get appetizers to share like nachos or like a fry like that. And I'll be going for some. And Oscar always has the same eye. He always grabs it before me. And I'm like, you grab the best chip.
Whoops.
Can't blame a guy though.
Remember that time we got cheese curds and David went to the bathroom? He went to the bathroom and we were like demolishing them.
And I was like, oh my gosh.
Like, he better come out now or they're going to be gone.
Yeah.
Look at how they massacred my boy.
And then that was at Club 185.
Yeah.
They were really good, dude.
Yeah.
Really good.
I don't blame y'all either.
Okay, Oscar, what do you rate the fries?
I'll go with the 8 out of 10.
7.
Well, the one fry that I had, it was an 8.5 out of 10 for sure.
I need these fresh. Not French fries, fresh fries.
Yeah, I'll go with the 7 too. I had a couple bites. They were good.
Well, I can talk about what I ordered. So I got one of their hoagies. I got the Italian Stallion, which came with savory ham, salami, and capicola ham topped with lettuce, tomatoes, onion, banana peppers, provolone cheese, and balsamic dressing. So now that I just read off the ingredients, I didn't realize there was 2 types of hams on this sandwich. And it makes sense. I'm like, this is very ham heavy. I wish it had more of the salami or maybe some pepperoni. But overall, it was a really good sandwich. I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. I feel that I would order this again. I think all the veggies and the like peppers, like the acidity from the peppers really balanced out the meat. And it was a warm sandwich, so it was fire.
I can go next. I got Millie's Meatball Hoagie, which included house-made meatballs topped with melted provolone, banana peppers, and marinara. I was really excited for the sandwich because I haven't had a meatball sub in like, I don't know, 5 or 10 years.
Damn.
Dang.
I don't know the last time I had a meatball sub, but I know there was a point in time where I really liked meatball subs and I'd get them kind of frequently. So I was like, this sounds good. Let me order that. And I liked that it had banana peppers on it. They gave it a nice little acidity and crunch. I do wish it had more marinara sauce. There wasn't very much on there, so I took the leftover marinara sauce from the Stromboli and put it on my sandwich to go. So I'm excited to eat the leftovers. But overall, it was pretty good. I think since it didn't have marinara, the meatball flavor was very strong. And like, if they had more marinara, it would have helped balance it out. So I'm going to give it a 6.2.
I can go next. I got the Godmother. I was between the Godfather and the Godmother. The Godfather being a prime steak hoagie. But then I asked the waitress or the server, and she said she doesn't like steak. And that should have been where I should have been like, I should order the steak.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Surprised you didn't.
And then I was like, all right, I'll go with the Godmother, which is lightly fried chicken breast topped with marinara, melted provolone, lettuce, and tomatoes. So it's like a kind of like a chicken parm sandwich. I wasn't the biggest fan of the lettuce and tomato. I think it was just like such a stark, I don't know. It's not the type of sandwich I picture with lettuce and tomatoes on it. I don't know. It was just interesting. And normally I don't care about that stuff, but it stuck out. I did think the bread was really fluffy, soft, really easy to like chew through. Almost too easy because I think the marinara has really soaked it up. So I like the bread, but I will say I wish the chicken cutlet was a little more seasoned. Maybe like a sprinkle of salt. Or honestly, since it's an Italian joint, just a bunch of parmesan, like shredded parmesan. Flaky? What do you call
Grated
it?
Parmesan
Grated Parmesan.
cheese.
Yeah.
It was like, what's happening?
Grated Parmesan on it would have been awesome, and it would have given it that like saltiness that I wanted from it. Not my favorite sandwich. We'll definitely be back for the Stromboli and maybe even the soup. Probably both at the same time. Maybe even dip the Stromboli in the soup. But for this, I'm going to have to give it probably a 6.2. I was going to say 6.5, but that 6.2 is too real, Sam.
Mm-hmm. I know. That's why I was like, it's not a 6.5, but a 6 seems a little too low.
Yeah.
A 6.2.
Fully agreed.
Marisol, what did you get?
I got the spaghetti and meatballs. I was really craving some pasta with marinara. First of all, the pasta itself was like perfectly cooked al dente.
Nice.
And that's it wasn't too soft, it wasn't too hard. It was right in the middle. And the marinara sauce also super delicious, but it didn't like blow me away. What did blow me away was the meatballs themselves. It had a lot of flavor, the Italian seasoning, the oregano. It was delicious. The picture here shows a freaking bread, and I didn't get bread. Not that I needed it. Not that I needed
Bella
it.
got a bread.
I know,
Yeah.
Bella got a bread too. What the hell? Bella. And they grated Parmesan on top. It was really delicious overall, and they gave me like the portion size was really big, so I have lunch for tomorrow. I'm gonna give my pasta a 7 out of 10.
If I was you, I would have thrown a BF, a bitch fit over that bread.
No bread.
No bread.
No bread.
It did look really good.
So no bread?
But yeah, your spaghetti and meatballs did look really good. I was considering ordering that, but I'm like, is this too basic?
And then Marisol ordered it, so the answer is yes. No,
I was kind of hoping they didn't mix the noodles with the sauce. I was hoping they just pour it on top, because that's the image I had in my head.
That is interesting that it did come out mixed.
Right? It's normally like poured on the top.
Yeah, like sauce on
Yeah.
top.
And then you just like mix it as
Yeah.
you eat it.
That's like the fun part. It was still good. I get it again.
Nice.
Maybe with the bread this time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You said you forgot mine last time. You got to give me 2 now.
Honestly, it's for the best. They were probably like, she don't need this bread.
Oh my gosh.
Not the fittest one of the
Bella?
I got the Cajun chicken pasta. But what's interesting is on the website it says Cajun Alfredo pasta, which makes more sense. It comes with penne noodles tossed in our homemade spicy Alfredo sauce with cherry tomatoes and spinach with your choice of chicken or shrimp. So I got the chicken. I feel like the flavor was more subtle, but I kind of liked that. It wasn't too strong. And I feel like the noodles were cooked really well. And I liked the piece of bread that came with it. That was really good.
Wow, Bella.
Dang, rub it in.
She didn't even eat her piece of bread, did she?
I did. I had like
All of it?
not all of it, so I could save the rest for later.
Dang, could have saved some for Marisol. That's crazy.
She needs to eat it with her leftovers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Overall, I think I would give it maybe a 7.5.
Was it spicy?
No, it wasn't spicy.
It was tasty. I was eyeing that dish. Then she swiped the order right under me.
Right.
But-
She ordered right before you.
I was like, Good job. And it threw a wrench in my plan when we ordered the Stromboli for the table, because then I really didn't know what I was going to order.
Yeah, because you were going to get one for yourself.
Yeah. So both of y'all messed me up.
It was funny because that's the first thing that I said as soon as you sat down. I was like, we already decided we're getting a Stromboli for the table.
I was
And
like,
you were
oh.
like, okay, now I don't know what to order.
Yeah. And then she came, like, can I get you guys whatever? Got drinks. And then she came back real quick.
Yeah.
And you guys were like, we're all ready. And I was like, dang, flabbit.
I did ask, is everybody ready? And you didn't say no.
Well, because everyone was like, yeah, I'm ready. I was like, dang it. Okay. But yeah, I tried some of Bella's pasta and it was tasty. Big fan of pink sauces.
Okay, water break.
Yeah, I think since I've been working at the restaurant, I've gotten quicker at deciding what I want to eat. So when she came back, I was like, if everyone's ready, I'm ready.
I'm just quick at knowing what I want.
I looked at the menu beforehand and I knew I wanted the meatball sub.
I will say, I do dislike when I'm at a table and then I'm like, oh, are we ready to get anything started? And then 3 people are like, yeah, we're ready. And then there's that one person that's like, no. They're like, they always say, I can be ready. And they can never be ready. And then they take like 5. But that's what I do.
David,
I know, that's what I was going to say. Like, are you're saying you dislike waiting on the person, or you dislike being that person? Because I'm like, you are that person every time.
When I'm the server.
Oh.
I hate doing it. One, when people are good about it, they'll be like, oh, just come back. Or they'll decide real quick. But I hate when they make me wait there with my stupid little pad for like 5 minutes. And I'm just like, I can't rush them. I can't do nothing. They're like, oh, maybe I should get this. Maybe I should get that. On a busy Saturday night.
Oh, yeah.
And then I'm just like, oh, I could be watering
Do you ever go
tables
like,
right now.
Let me give you some time and I'll be back?
I've gotten better about it because the one time there was like a table of 4 guys and they kept me at their table for like 10 minutes. Like if they didn't see the menu until I got to them. So
yeah, I would give them 2 minutes and I'd be like, let me come back.
Yeah, I've gotten better about being like, here, I'll give you guys a minute more to decide and I'll be right back with you.
That's crazy that you hate that because you are that person.
I am that person every time.
And you still do it too.
You literally, that's like your catchphrase, like, I can be ready.
Yeah, well then when people start saying it, I'm like, it's corny.
You know what's coming.
Yep, exactly.
See, I've gotten good where if they order appetizers, I'm like, I'll go put this in and I'll be right back.
Oh yeah, that's a good segue.
But if they're like your situation where 3 of them get their entree and we're still waiting on the 4th one, I just start throwing out suggestions. I'm like, what do you feel like eating? If you feel like this, we got that. And usually that
what
helps
do you
out.
want?
Yeah. Like, what are you craving? And then I'll give them like 3 suggestions. And a lot of times I'll be like, you know what? I'll do that.
Dang, that'd be crazy if I'm like, let me see what I want. And my waiter's like, Stromboli, beef hoagie, Godfather. No, I'm just kidding. Not even describing them, just like rapid fire.
Just start listening to them.
Screaming at them.
Yeah, yesterday I had this couple come in they were celebrating their 4-year anniversary. And this lady was like kind of annoying. Cause she like didn't know what she wanted. Like she just kept asking questions and then like changing her mind. And then she's like, well, I don't really like eating raw fish. Like, do you guys have anything that's like fish but it's cooked? And I'm like, it says cooked right next to it.
On the menu.
She's like, it's because raw fish have parasites, so you probably got parasites in your stomach. I'm like, I don't care. I'm still gonna eat sushi.
You're the parasite.
Why would she say that? You guys probably got parasites in your fish.
No, because she was saying that for her, that's like why she doesn't like eating raw fish, because she thinks of parasites.
I don't need your explanation.
Like, so you're dumb.
And I was like, well, I love sushi. And she's like, you probably got parasites in your stomach. She's
that's a crazy thing to say to you.
She's like, and I was like, hopefully they're the healthy parasites.
What was her man saying?
She called you a pest.
Dude, her man, you could tell he was just like, he's used to it. He was just sitting there like nodding his head like,
you should have been like, the tapeworm keeps me skinny.
like he was like nodding his head like, I know she's annoying.
Wait, how old are they? Like,
they had to be like mid 30s, late 30s maybe.
Yeah, that is annoying.
Dude, it's so funny seeing like different dynamics since tables are coming in and out.
Mm-hmm.
Like there was this one table, it was like the 2 parents and I think maybe a kid or 2. And this was like the middle of the day too. And the lady just asked like a question, like a very normal question. And the guy's like, come on, you're driving us crazy. They must have like some sort of argument or something before. Because she was being a regular customer. Even in my head, I was like, dude, chill out. But it was just like, stop, like you're driving us all crazy. And the kid was also just like, she's fine.
But yeah, like the boyfriend or husband, he'd be like, we're just gonna do this, and she'd be like, no, because I know you want this or whatever. And then he would, like, when we would say something, he would get really enthusiastic about, like, oh, that sounds so good, I want that, so that she wouldn't, like, be like, no, that's not what you want. He'd be like, oh, he's really excited about this, he wants that. And so he was the one that would, like, kind of move things forward. But I'm like, it's a good thing my annoying table was at the beginning of the night when it was slow, rather in the middle when we're like busy, and I'm like, I got 4 other tables, what are you doing?
Being annoying.
Okay, well, I think that wraps up the food portion. It's time for our favorite segment.
Guess that movie.
This week I did Guess That Movie, but actually my cousin wrote it for me because I did not have time to do it myself.
You didn't have time? We haven't recorded in like 2 weeks.
I was overwhelmed. Anyways.
Because they gave us so much homework for our main
Yeah,
topic.
it was too much.
Okay, all of you did it today. I don't want to hear it. Procrastinators, including me.
My cousin Mike Kelly did the description for this movie, so shout out. She did it like an hour ago.
Nice.
A young boy learns that he's not quite like everyone else and is brought into an entirely new world. As he navigates this unfamiliar realm, he forms lasting friendships and faces strange challenges.
Did Oscar get it?
No, Sam just texted me. Let
I
me.
saw Oscar type it.
Give
And I was
me
like,
a
dang, how
second.
do you guys already have it?
Mysterious objects and secrets seem to hold the key to an ancient conflict, and soon he finds himself in the middle of something much larger than he could have ever imagined. With danger lurking in the unexpected places, he's forced to confront his past and the forces that seek to control the future. Mwah!
Okay, my guess isn't right then, because I should have waited for the second half.
Sam guessed Elf.
We've done Elf before,
Right.
but I was like,
Maybe
maybe
she
she
forgot.
didn't know.
Oscar got it right.
Let's
Of
go.
course.
Freaking of course. As soon as they started
Course.
typing 4 words
So
in, I was like, this guy
annoying.
knows
Like
the
on
movie.
the second sentence,
So
I know.
dumb. Big
Dude,
ol' dum
read
dum,
it.
boo boo.
Read it again. Boo boo.
Caca-doo,
boo.
caca.
Boo.
Caca
Boo,
face.
caca.
I don't know why Marisol's so mad.
Yeah, right.
She's like, I didn't know the movie.
Because I just know if I was playing, I wouldn't get it.
So did your cousin tell you the movie and the description, or just the description? And
I
later
told
the
her
movie?
the movie.
Oh, and then
Oh,
she
you
wrote the
gave her a
description.
Correct.
Gotcha.
So this is the movie you watched then.
Correct. You should have all watched this movie.
Okay, can you read it one more time?
Yeah. Okay. A young boy learns that he's not quite like everyone else and is brought into an entirely new world. As he navigates this unfamiliar realm, he forms lasting friendships and faces strange challenges. Mysterious objects and secrets seem to hold the key to an ancient conflict, and soon he finds himself in the middle of something much larger than he could have ever imagined. With danger lurking in unexpected places, he's forced to confront his past and the forces that seek to control the future.
Mwahaha.
Realm.
Sam got it right.
Let's go.
No fucking way.
Bella, are you playing?
Can I just guess out loud?
She doesn't know. Yeah, why not?
If Bella doesn't care.
Do you care, Bella? Oh, are you guessing or are you cheating?
I'm doing other things on my phone.
So you don't care?
I listened, but
She
I
doesn't
don't
care.
have a guess.
She doesn't know it.
Was Bella even born when this came out? No, seriously.
She would know the movie.
I'm gonna guess Narnia, The Lion, the Witch, and the
Wrong.
Wardrobe.
I was gonna be one of my guesses, but then I was like, that can't be it. Let me think some more. And that's actually,
Shit. On the right path?
Yeah.
yeah,
I
on the
mean,
right path.
Yeah.
It's actually kind of obvious.
Damn.
Now that I think about it, looking back on it.
So I'm gonna. Dang, now I feel dumb.
I'm
like
also
Marisol.
surprised no one's ever done this movie before.
Me too.
Yeah.
Okay. Young boy.
Yep.
New realms.
Mm-hmm.
Something about ancient times. You said ancient relic or something, right?
A realm. Or something like that. Hold on.
Now I'm gonna have you read it the third time.
As he
dang.
navigates this unfamiliar realm.
realm.
I thought you did say something about being ancient.
And is brought into an entirely new world. Let me see.
Just read it.
Yeah, read it again, please.
Dang, it's long. A young boy learns that he's not quite like everyone else and is brought into an entirely new world. As he navigates this unfamiliar realm, he forms lasting friendships and faces strange challenges. Mysterious objects and secrets seem to hold the key to an ancient conflict. And soon he finds himself in the middle of something much larger than he could have ever imagined. With danger lurking in unexpected places, he's forced to confront his past and the forces that seek to control the future.
Is the laugh like a hint?
No.
Not really.
No. All right, I'm gonna need a hint.
I guess something.
Okay. Did you do? Oh, okay.
I don't think it's right.
If she gets it,
No. Belle, I'm sorry.
I guess Star Wars.
You're wrong.
yeah, I
Very
kind of.
wrong.
Still kind
It's a
of a
very-
similar,
Yeah,
similar vibe though. Similar vibe.
Okay, so we're talking like
popular
some
movie.
fantasy,
Fantasy movie, yes.
not Avatar because we did Avatar. That's
No.
real
Like-
popular.
Narnia meets Star Wars.
Okay,
Kind of.
Young boy.
Young boy is like the biggest thing.
Yeah.
How young?
A young boy.
Baby Yoda. No, I'm just kidding.
I could give a hint.
Yeah.
There's more than one movie.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's out of it's from a series.
I don't think I've seen it. Is it Lord of the Rings?
No.
No.
But again, you're close.
Yeah.
God damn it.
You're in the ballpark.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So it's not Star Wars, not Lord of the Rings. What else is a movie that nerds
You're
freaking
gonna feel
love?
Okay,
so
this-
dumb when I
I'm gonna feel
guess
so
it.
dumb.
This
So
movie
dumb.
came out in 2001.
2001: A Space Odyssey by Stanley Kubrick. No, I'm just kidding.
No.
That movie's old.
And this might give it away. It's like
Mm,
it's similar. Okay, you're guessing?
okay, if it was released exactly 23
Mhm.
years ago, then it has to be a movie that was released in 2001.
Yeah.
There's-
And so that means it has to be
There's like 8 movies to be.
8 movies is crazy. What the fuck?
Okay, think like
Fast and the Furious.
think like Lord of the Rings and Star Wars, but
Uh-huh.
for kind of for kids.
Yeah.
Which is cornier. Fucking Coco Melon, dude.
But it's not, because a lot of people love this
Mm-hmm.
movie series or just the series.
Yeah, you got it.
Is it dumb old freaking dumb Harry Potter dumb stupid dumb?
You got it.
Have you read the books?
I read every book. I read every book and then got to the 7th book. I read 100 pages and then I was like, I'm done with this, and then never found out what happened to Harry Potter.
I got it right away because she's like, he finds himself in a world he's unfamiliar with. I'm like, yeah, he grew up in the Muggle world and then found out he was a wizard.
That's like the
Yeah,
least.
what is it, Harry?
That's just so vague. Like that could be any movie. That's
Well, that's why I guessed Elf.
Yeah.
yeah. But dude, you got it. That's crazy. But yeah, it is surprising no one has done.
Mm-hmm.
You should have done like The Prisoner of Azkaban or whatever. Or
Well,
like
I specifically focused on the first one.
I was gonna give a hint that it's based on books, but I thought that would give it away too.
it was the 8 movies. I was like, what the fuck? But that way it was like people love it. And I'm like, freaky nerds love it.
There's technically 8 books, but
7
the
books,
movie,
8 movies.
8 movies, yeah, because
Yeah.
the 7th book is broken into 2.
Yeah.
And I've recently just rewatched all of the movies. It was so
Bruh,
good.
Goblet
Yep.
of Fire is
Dude,
raw.
Goblet of Fire is my favorite
Because like
one.
they do the little Quidditch games. And
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
Isn't that the one with Robert Pattinson?
Yep.
Yes.
Mm.
But the last one for sure, I am glad that they split it into 2 because
long.
specifically,
It's a lot.
yeah, it's a lot. But like, I like how they did it, and I cried when Dobby. Wait,
Dobby. Oh wait, that is.
Yeah,
I was thinking Lord of the Rings.
I don't want
Yeah,
to spoil
dude.
it for anyone, but someone important dies. So I recently went to the movie theaters to watch Smile 2, and
Didn't invite us.
Wow, that's what I was gonna say too. You didn't even invite us. We watched the first one together.
we did watch the first one together. But anyways, I watched Smile 2.
No apology.
Mm-mm.
I apologize, guys. Let's move on. Smile 2. It was, in my opinion, I think I liked Smile 1 better. But Smile 2 is kind of the same concept, that there's like some demon going around and Like it kind of pushes you to kill yourself, and whoever watches you kill yourself, now that demon's inside on you. Okay, so Smile 1 was still better, but I had recently watched this like last week, and I worked this weekend, and on Saturday I went to go see this patient who had just given labor, and her baby daddy, I don't know if he must have like a tick or something. I went in and immediately like he was like smiling, and it was like from ear to ear smiling, and I was like, oh, you know, everyone's kind to me when I go in, whatever. But then I was explaining like basic information, and I would look at him, and it was like it smiling, like the clown, and for a second I thought I was about to be like killed or something.
Oh my gosh.
Because it was really scary, and I kept waiting for him to like stop smiling, and he wouldn't, and then he would like look at me and like smile, and it was like actually really scary.
Dude, I bet you he was like, I just saw this crazy ass movie the other day, I'm gonna scare people.
And his smile was like he puts his face down but like looks up at me, and so you just see like his smile. Yes, like that.
The Pennywise
with teeth or with no teeth?
No teeth.
Oh.
But like,
Oh, no teeth?
it was like,
Oh,
That's even weirder.
yes. No, a part of me is like, am I being haunted? But it was really scary. I want to say he has a tick, because it just like, I would talk about like serious stuff and he'd be like smiling.
Or he's just super happy to be a father.
No, because if anything, he's sleep deprived.
Wait, he had a bug on him and you didn't even take it off, and you work at the hospital?
You know what I mean? I don't know. It was really scary. I thought you were going to do that. Wah, wah,
I know.
wah. She's like, I don't know where it is.
No, I do. I'm the judge of jokes. If I like it, you get the
Yeah.
If I don't, you get the wah, wah, wah.
I will say, I fully expected that to be one of the ones that Sam's like, that's so dumb.
Well, I'm glad you survived. Was anybody else in the room with you while he was smiling like that?
The mom, like my patient.
She just acted like it was normal?
In my head, I like if I was her and I know like he has like a weird thing, I'd be like, I'm so sorry. Yeah, he has this. So like, I'm sorry if he's just like.
I feel like that'd be kind of rude to say out loud.
Every time you meet
Standing right
anybody,
there.
and he's right there.
Guys, you don't understand. It was like really creepy.
Did he talk at all?
No.
Oh, that's creepy.
Yes, that's what I'm
Dang.
saying.
How do you not say one thing?
Thank God it was daylight out, because I was like, the devil is inside of me. I would be talking about like important stuff, and I wasn't even smiling. So why are you smiling at me? You know, it was just really creepy, and I didn't want to go back in there, but I had to go there again.
You know what would have taken that smile off his face? If you were like, just so you know, you can't do nothing nasty for 6 weeks. He'd be like, bro, are you serious? I can't wait that long. No, I was kidding.
You should have been like, are you okay, sir?
No, because then what if like it's just me being crazy, you know? Because then I know everything, it's real.
Ooh.
I know. It's all because of that freaking stupid movie.
You haven't done any more stand-up comedy, David?
Nah, I forgot to sign up for the last month, and then I just haven't looked at other places to do it yet. But also, I've just been busier with like the new gig, so been just going through the motions with that. But I'm gonna try and find something here soon.
I was just thinking about that the other day. I was like, either he hasn't gone or he didn't invite us to his next show.
Will you invite us to your next show?
Yeah.
Yeah, we already went to. Well, you didn't.
Oh, I didn't. Yeah.
We already went to one.
Yeah, I would, and then that would push me to have to do new material.
I just thought of it because I recently re-listened to an episode where you talk about stand-up being one of your like goals to do this year, and you did it.
Yay! If I can't read books, at least I can get on stage and grab a mic.
Sam, how many books have you read so far?
I've read 10. I haven't read anything past that because
Like that was my goal.
well, now I want to read 12.
Wow, just to rub it in.
So I could do one a month, but I've been reading Gone Girl. Well, I started reading Gone Girl and I couldn't get into it, so I just haven't like finished it, and I haven't read any other books. I'm going to get It Starts With Us so I can read that, because I'll probably binge read it, and then maybe just get another book and give up on Gone Girl.
I can give you It Starts With Us.
You have it?
Yeah.
Yeah, if I could borrow it, that'd be great.
What's wrong with Gone Girl? Have you seen the movie?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just think the book, like, it's very slow paced, at least in the beginning.
Okay.
And the writing, it's like she's trying too hard. It's like, I don't know, like the writing is a little more complex than it needs to be. Not that it's like hard to comprehend, but it's like it makes the characters kind of pretentious.
I was gonna say, because I kind of want to read that book. Yeah, right. So if you're not planning on reading it, maybe I'll take it. See, it's funny because I keep buying books and I'm like, oh, I really want to get into it, but then I'm like, oh, if I read it, I want to read it quick, and I know I'm gonna like drop off. But maybe if it's something I'm a little disconnected to, as like the get the ball rolling type thing.
I also feel like when I'm borrowing a book from somebody, I'm gonna read it faster because I feel bad like
just
holding
having
their
it.
book.
Oh, okay, we'll talk.
I'm reading It's a Little Life, which was like a super popular book, and I just can't get into it, and I almost just want to like not finish it.
Yeah, that's how I feel with Gone Girl. Eventually I'll finish it, but I'm like, I just need to get 2 other books in for this year.
Yeah. I know the book is good from what I've been told. Like, it makes a lot of people cry. I think there's like trauma in it. It's about like these roommates from college who, after post school, they live in like New York, and I think they talk about their traumas and everything. So I don't know, but it's supposed to make you like cry, and I want to feel something.
True.
But I just can't get through. Like, I'm on page 50 and I don't want to keep reading.
Dang.
How many books have you read this year?
Not that many, like 3.
David?
But like my last book was like big.
Just the one still. I should just finish the Rick Rubin book because it's pretty straight, like pretty easy read. And I also have the audiobook for it, and I want to listen to it because he narrates it. And I feel like I need to read it just so I can be like, let me listen to the audiobook. No spoilers. I mean, it's not a book that really could be spoiled, but I feel like I would re-listen to the audiobook more than once probably. I find that man truly inspiring.
Why don't you just listen to the audiobook and not read it? Like, not physically read it.
Yeah, I probably should just do that.
I feel like that's also hard for you because you don't listen to podcasts, do you?
He does,
I
just
do.
not our
Just
podcast.
not ours? Okay.
Yeah. I find that maybe if I did audiobooks like in the shower, because this is one thing I've noticed that I do. Like, I'll be driving from my house to like here, either for like going to DoorDash or to like when we're going out or something. And it's a 25-minute drive, but I will only get 2 minutes into the podcast because I'll keep rewinding it. It's so weird.
Because you're not paying attention?
Because they'll say
Like,
something and then I zone out. I start thinking of something.
You might
I'm
have
like,
ADHD.
Dude, I think I got something. Because then I'll rewind it and then I'll like look at the start time and the end time. It's like 17:15 to freaking 19:28. How did I only advance 2 minutes in 25 minutes?
Is that for all podcasts or just ours?
It's also, maybe it's more like OCD where it's like I would need to hear every word that they say. I need to grasp every content they're saying, and most of the contents are like pee pee poo poo ha ha because I just listen to the comedy podcast, so they're not saying anything of substance. But I'm like, I don't even know who they're talking about, but I need to know what that guy's name is or whatever. Oh, but the reason I bring that up is because in the shower, since I can't touch my phone, I breeze through. If it's a 20-minute shower, I get 20 minutes into a podcast. That's like the only way I really cook through podcasts. So maybe I should do that with books. Be productive.
Okay, well, good little segue. I guess not really. Doesn't relate to our topic at all. But this week we are talking about multi-level marketing firms.
Otherwise known as
Otherwise known as MLMs. So, multi-level marketing firms are controversial because they're kind of structured similar to a pyramid scheme, which I have the definitions of both. So, a pyramid scheme is a form of investment in which each participant recruits more participants, with returns being given to early participants using money contributed by the later ones. So, if you have one person, they recruit 2 people, and those people give the one person $10. And then the person's like, well, you 2 can make back your $10 if you each bring in 2 more people. And they'll give you $10. So then you made $40. And then they'll make money by bringing in more people. If each person brings in 2 people, that's how the pyramid's kind of built. So the people that are already in the pyramid scheme make money by recruiting people in. And those people then make money by recruiting more people in. This is illegal in the United States and in several other countries. So the fact that these companies, these MLMs, are kind of structured that way is what makes it controversial. Do you guys want to hear the MLM definition?
Yeah, just because Yeah, I need to know.
Multi-level marketing is a strategy used by some direct sales companies to sell products and services. MLM encourages existing members to bring recruits into their business by promoting and selling their offerings to them. So distributors are paid a percentage of their recruits' sales. Recruits become the distributor's network or downline and are in turn encouraged to make sales to earn money. Many MLM schemes are legal, but there are illegal ones that operate as a pyramid scheme. So I think the key difference here is you're not paying to become part of the company. You're paying to buy the products that you will then sell.
Right. So there's like a tangible
Yes.
things to sell.
Yeah. And so you can make your money back if you sell those things. MLM companies don't tell you is it's often very difficult to make your money back by selling these things.
Because they're selling a bunch of junk.
Sometimes, yeah. So the way to actually make money on these is to recruit more people to then have them also sell products, because you will get a percentage of what they sell. So that's kind of the loophole of what makes them legal. They're actually pretty popular. Like some of them that we're going to talk about today are very popular brands that people have heard of. And probably used.
Heck yeah.
So that's kind of the definitions. Any questions?
Nope.
Anyone, are we going to jump into talking about the ones that we've looked up?
Yeah. So essentially for this topic, each of us looked up a multi-level marketing firm that either existed or currently still exists. And we just did some research on them and wanted to talk about it as a group.
Some did more research than others. I am others.
I don't mind starting.
All right. Take it away, Oscar.
So the company I decided to research is called Amway. See, I have so much info. I don't even know where to start with that.
He over-prepared.
Loser.
So
Okay. Just wait till we get to yours.
Oh boy.
how about we start with their About Me?
Okay. This is from their website?
This is from their website.
Sorry, what's it called again?
Amway.
Okay.
So yeah, a lot of this info I got from Wikipedia, and some of it I got from their website. According to them, they say Amway is the world's largest direct selling company. We manufacture and distribute nutrition, beauty, personal care, and home products, which are exclusively sold in 100 countries through Amway independent business owners. So I gotta point that word out. Independent business owners, IBO. That's what they call their distributors. So what they do is, Amway will get these IBOs to sell their products. And in turn, those IBOs can sponsor other IBOs, like Sam was saying, to make sales and then earn profits off the sales that the people under them make. So it's like you're making money from the products you sell and making a little bit of profit from the products the people under you sell.
AKA your downline.
Yep. So this company was founded by Richard DeVos and Javon Andel. So they both used to work for this company that I think is also an MLM called Nutrilite, which sells health supplements. And what happened is they were really good at selling these supplements, but they didn't feel that Nutrilite was a stable company and they wanted to branch out into more products. So they started their own company, Amway. Crazy thing is, a few years down the line, they ended up buying Nutrilite. And so they still sell those healthcare products.
Dang.
So Amway was founded in 1959 and it's been active for 65 years.
Goodness.
Which is insane. So yeah, like I said, they sell household cleaners, health and beauty products, skincare, cosmetic, anti-aging serums. They got the health supplements, which is actually their largest portion of profits. They have a water filter, eSpring, and then energy drinks and snacks. Are their products good? From what I could tell, no. Apparently, a lot of their products are untrustworthy. A lot of their skin products actually are not good for your skin. So some of their recruiting tactics, and I thought this was interesting. They'll start friendly conversations with strangers, and they like to loiter around Starbucks and Target. So this made me think of
That was
Marisol
me.
and Ross's
Yeah.
story.
Yeah. Did I talk about that in the podcast?
I think you did.
Yeah. When those people just started talking to you at Target, they might have been part of Amway.
Maybe. I thought I was gonna get trafficked.
Oh my gosh.
Now you was gonna get supplemented.
MLM.
Yeah. Another thing they do that I found interesting, they invite you to meetings, like they have like business meetings, and they want you to read a book before you show up to the meeting.
Count me out.
And what I found interesting is, I don't know if they still do, because this person said that, like, I found someone's comment on Reddit. They were saying that they used to make you read Rich Dad, Poor Dad. And the reason I find that interesting is one time Shar took me to some like business meeting, and this guy was just talking a bunch of shit. Like, you could tell, like, this guy was just doing circles. Like, he was being very vague. And he's like, we're going to have another meeting in a few weeks, and I encourage you all to come, and I want you to read this book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. So when I read that, I was like, I think we were at an MLM meeting.
Probably.
Yeah.
Wait, how did Charmaine hear about it?
I forget how she heard about it. She must have saw it like on social media or something. This is like a while back. But yeah, she was like, oh yeah, like they're talking about like businesses and like some things to like get better with your finances, like ways to make side money. But yeah, like I said, this guy was bullshitting the whole time. Like we were laughing the whole time. Like, he's saying nothing with all those words. We did not end up going to the next meeting.
Nice.
So yeah, their target audience is going to be health conscious people and people who need beauty products or home products.
Yeah, they got it all, pretty much.
Right.
So
Things you go to buy at Target.
yeah, and they operate like according to their website, they operate in over 100 countries. But their top 10 markets are China, Korea, US, Japan, Thailand, Taiwan, India, Russia, Malaysia, and Italy. According to Wikipedia, they have 15,000 plus members, but according to their website, there are 6.8 million people involved in direct selling in a market made up of nearly 40 million customers. So I'm looking through their website, and they have, frequently asked questions. And one of them was, is Amway an MLM? This is according to their website. Amway is one of the oldest and most successful multi-level marketing business, also known as direct sales, in the world. Direct selling is a business plan recognized under law.
Wow. They're just like, yes, and it's legal.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know if you heard me, Sam, but when I was reading that, I started laughing in my room. I was like, I can't believe this is on their website.
Normally they're like, this is a common misconception, and they try to like beat around the bush. Kind of got to respect that, though. That's crazy.
So yeah, I was just like surprised at how long this company's been in operations and just how big of a product line they have. But I guess they must have like a lot of products if they're able to stay in business. And yeah, like even looking at their website, there's just a lot of, I feel, junk. Like their website's just a bunch of junk. Like it's just very vague about what they do. And they're like, yeah, we inspire our people. Like we want go-getters, whatever. Like they're just, it seems like a very like motivational website, but it's just like snake oil,
Yeah, I feel like those businesses are more so like a social club type thing.
Yeah.
And they kind of just pick at you at like, oh, we're here to motivate you. We're all a team. We're all like boom, boom, boom. And that's why people get like sucked into it for like 10, 15 years.
Yeah. Well, that's a point I wanted to bring up, is a lot of these give cult vibes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Under the guise of a business.
Yes. Under the guise of taking control of your future, like being your own boss. And they give you all this beautiful motivational talk that sounds really good and appealing. So people get sucked in. Then once you get invested, you're like, well, I got to get my return. I got to stick it out. I got to keep going.
Sunk cost fallacy.
But then some people like really like stand by it and believe it, and that's how it gets culty.
Yeah. No, because I was looking up Reddit. It's like, I think the subreddit's literally r/anti-MLM. And the thread was like, oh, what's the like craziest horror stories you've heard? And just hearing, like I have one of them as an example for the one that I chose. It's like, dude, how do you get in so deep? That's crazy.
Yeah. I'm just like, if I have to pay you money to make money, I'm not buying it.
Yeah, I mean, you always got to spend money to make money, Oscar. I don't know what to tell you.
But I'm sure people are like peer pressured. You know?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
The meeting thing is interesting. I've heard of that recruiting tactic before. So I had a friend in college that one of her friends invited her to some sort of business meeting, and she's like, yeah, I'm just going to like some seminar with my friend. I was like, oh, seminar, like that's random. You never go to like a summit. Like I've never heard of you going to a seminar. What's it about? And she's like, I'm not really sure, but like my friend's been to one and they told them to bring a friend to this one, and I think it's like a business opportunity. And I was like, what's the company? And she like told me the name or like who was running it, and I like Googled it, and I was like, this is an MLM.
Yeah.
She's like, what is that? And I had to explain to her what an MLM is, and I was like, don't agree to anything, don't buy anything.
Still go find out how wonky it is.
Like if you want to go with your friend, sure, but like don't let them convince you to invest anything.
And that's the issue, since a friend's bringing you, if they're like, come on, you only have to spend $200 to get started.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, oh, I value this friendship. It's only $200 or something like that.
Yeah.
And then boom, now you have a bunch of products sitting in the back of your Honda Civic.
Well, it's also interesting because this friend would be susceptible to joining an MLM. Like I could totally
She was
see
the
this happening
perfect
to her.
target.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was like, it's scary kind of how easily they got to their target audience.
Yeah.
They're pros.
Yeah.
So my company specifically, one of their tactics is they won't say the company name because people like it's such a well-known
Google
company. Yeah, that they're like, oh, I don't trust it. And because I don't think their products are necessarily, at least not all of them are under their name. I think their household products are under their name, but everything else are like subsidiaries or whatever.
Right.
Because what they'll do is they'll buy businesses that sell this product, and then like now we sell it. So like with the Nutrilite, they're like, oh, we want to sell health supplements, we'll just buy a health supplement company. We want to sell water filters, we'll buy a water filter company.
Yeah, and it makes sense because one, that has like a following already, and two, kind of makes it like murky waters where it's like, oh, people don't know right away that it's Amway.
Yeah.
And I feel like, yeah, I've heard of Amway, especially since it's like so old.
Yeah. So let me ask, have either of you two heard it?
No.
Just in research.
Okay.
I've heard the name before and like probably associate it with MLM, but I didn't really know what they sold.
Right.
No, yeah, I didn't find out until today when I was researching what they were. I had never even heard of the company.
All right. So I did my research on a company called LuLaRoe, which is an American multi-level marketing company that sells women's clothing, founded in 2012 by Deanne Brady and her husband, Mark Stidham, and is currently based in Corona, California. So, yeah, like I said, they sell women's clothing, but their main like selling point or selling line is their leggings. And when I was talking about it, like this is also a company, I don't normally shop for women's clothes that often. So I didn't know about this company until I was doing research. But it's funny when I brought it up, Sam's like, oh yeah, you've never heard of LuLaRoe? They're like, she's like, that's a company with the leggings, right? I was like, yeah, they sell like women's clothing. She's like, yeah, their leggings are so ugly. And I went to their website and they're so, like the newest ones that they're pushing out are so ugly.
Yeah, I did a quick image search. I was like, who buys these?
They have like flared legs. Oh my gosh, like stop. So yeah, they've received criticism and faced lawsuits from distributors and consumer advocates over several business issues. And of course, for problems with the quality and design of its products. So is it actually a good quality product? I'm going to go so far as to say no. Especially since when I brought it up, Bella's like, oh yeah, the clothes that's always at Goodwill. So, someone's friend bought from their friend and was like, I'm not going to wear these ugly leggings. Let me give them away.
I'm like, if someone told me, do you want to go into business selling these leggings? I'd be like, those leggings are so ugly. No one's ever going to buy them.
Ever going to buy them.
Why would I go into business for that?
Right. Yeah. Some of these products are believable. Or it's like, even if there's no scientific basis, like I'm sure like when Sam talks about hers, well-known one, but I can see why people buy into certain ones. But this one, it's like, dude, just go to Target. Get some leggings that are at least passable.
Yeah.
Membership levels. So as an MLM, LuLaRoe recruits independent distributors and they're referred internally as fashion consultants. Yeah, because giving them a real title makes people feel important. And so the way you get into it is you become a distributor upon ordering $499 worth in inventory.
Shit.
That's a steep starting price.
Heck yeah.
Wait, how much is it?
$499.
Dang, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
With bonuses paid for selling product to an end customer and for recruitment. Emphasis on the recruitment. So a retailer can make money through either selling or recruiting. It says here that they reduce startup costs by 90%, which I would hope so, because you could swindle a lot more people for $50 than $500.
Yeah.
So yeah, their main recruiting tactic and like the way that they sell their product is through the party plan. So they'll do pop-up boutiques or online using private groups like on Facebook. They'll schedule online events. And a thing that's like more recent is like with the bump in live streaming. I've seen this. I've seen people from our hometown on like Facebook Live, like, and this is the next product.
Yes.
I would say one of them, I think she makes her own stuff, so respect to that. But like if you're like, here's these ugly leggings and this is pumpkin style, like, please stop. So yeah, the distributor will appear on screen to exhibit and describe each item, tell you the price, all that good stuff. And the target audience is disproportionately more likely to be in poorer rural areas than urban ones. So I guess it was some example lists that there was 10 distributors in Manhattan with a population of 1.6 million, of course, New York City. But there's also 10 distributors in Pueblo, Colorado, with a population of only 110,000. So it's like, goes to show that more people are susceptible. For what reason? Who knows? But they just go after the needy, you know? And I think that's a lot how a lot of other MLMs kind of operate. They like target people who are either looking for connection like that or looking for, you know, maybe money troubles.
Looking for a big break.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like, oh, if I just apply myself, work hard, like they're telling us in the meetings, I can sell enough product and get more distributors under my belt, and then I'll be making the real money. And so just like the carrot at the end of the stick, you're just chasing it, but it's not going anywhere. Number of people that joined. So in mid 2014, they had about 23 employees and 750 distributors. But then fast forward to 2017 was like the latest number that I got. 26,000 distributors, and they were shipping approximately 350,000 units a day, which is crazy. Exceeding $1 billion in sales.
God damn.
And so a year later in 2017, it said that they had jumped from 26,000 to 80,000 distributors. So a lot of people are getting got. On Wikipedia, it said their revenue. What was their revenue? It was like something crazy. It was maybe like 2.2 billion or something. So just something unreal. Yeah, 2.3 billion. Yeah, like it describes here, the downline distributors is how they make their money and all that stuff. But according to the company's income disclosure statement, in 2015, the average annual commission earned from downline distributors was $85. So imagine putting in $500 and then making $85 out of it. Like, that's so sad.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just like one of the questions that you prompted us is like, how much money did people lose? I can imagine a lot of people lost 500 and probably called it quits.
Mm-hmm.
Then obviously there's horror stories, and this is what I found on Reddit, so I'm just gonna read this one because it's heartbreaking, dude.
Oh.
So this one goes: my ex-wife spent $70,000 on LuLaRoe between our savings and her parents' retirement, led to foreclosure of my already stretched rental and our divorce. I now give her 50% of my take home, care for the kids 50% plus of the time, and cover all extra costs between homes, clothing, extracurriculars, help her when she's down, and she's still doing random MLMs and not working.
Bruh.
I've made it in my career, but have less than the employees I'm managing. I'll never be able to experience the full benefits of my lifetime hard work, and my kids will never have everything they possibly can have as a result. Not the saddest by far, but the saddest to me.
Dang.
Like, dude, 70,000, and the court said you had to pay for like pretty much her life, and she's not making no money.
How did she get that deep into it?
How many leggings
It
can you
just
buy?
happens. I feel like
That's
people
crazy.
have bad mentoring. Like, they just get bad advice.
But like, to keep going that long, she must have
Yeah.
thought she was having some success.
I
Right.
don't know.
Like, was
It's
she
weird.
selling it, or was her like house full stacked boxes of this clothes?
Which is another common story. Is like you hear people with MLMs. It's like, yeah, dude, we've had 6 boxes of products for 2 years.
Yeah.
And nothing's moved.
God damn.
And like with clothes, I guess it has a longer shelf life.
Yeah.
But it's like, if it's ugly clothes, no one's buying it no matter what season it is. But I can imagine she probably got excited too. With clothing, it's like with supplements or something, it's the same thing. It's just newer batches or whatever. But with clothes, it's a every Halloween, new season, every Christmas, new season.
Yeah.
So she's probably like, oh, this one's going to sell for sure.
Yeah.
And then they'll like these ones. And then she probably just kept going deeper and deeper.
That's crazy. Oh my gosh.
So sad.
I mean, you would think that at some point, I don't know, something would click and be like, I have to borrow money to buy more of this product that I'm not selling. Like, when, at what point? I'm just like, for me, I'm like, I would have to stop and be like, I might make less money working over here, but at least this money's guaranteed.
Yeah. I feel like it's almost the rush of like gambling.
Yeah, it has to be the same bug for
Mhm.
sure. Just like package different, right? Because I feel like a lot of MLMs target stay-at-home moms or like military moms who are kind of just like,
they got nothing going on.
like, yeah, they're just like caring for the home, and they're like, I want to be quote unquote productive because
I
obviously
feel important.
or like, yeah, a business person. So when my husband comes back from the army or whatever, they'll be like, oh, so proud of you. And then they probably just like, I don't want to look like a failure. Got to keep going deeper and deeper.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's true because you're like, oh, I got a new shipment. Look how successful I am that I'm able to sell it. And it's just sitting in your garage.
Right.
The previous one.
Oh, yeah. Like you probably also feel the boost of your live streams where you're like, oh, 17 people logged on.
Yeah.
I didn't sell a single thing, but people are they're just waiting for the right time.
Ugh, that's insane.
That's crazy.
Oh, I did have a fun fact before switching off. One fun fact is they have been sued a couple times, and they did have to settle for $4.74 million in the state of Washington. So those distributors in Washington state got some money back, but they still denied wrongdoing. Their website's still up, so they're still doing it. I clicked through the website. You can't even see prices. You have to like, it'll find a retailer, quote unquote, near you
Yeah.
because they're trying to get their people some sales. It's literally, direct sales, I guess, is the whole business. The settlement prohibits the company from operating a pyramid scheme and also requires it to publish accurate income disclosures, among other transparency measures. But the one that I wanted to say is in January 2018, the National Down Syndrome Society, a charity that had previously worked with LuLaRoe, ended its relationship with the company after a top distributor mocked people with mental disabilities during a live stream sale.
What?
The NDSS requested that LuLaRoe sever ties with the distributor, but LuLaRoe declined, stating that they accepted the distributor's apology. So obviously the video and LuLaRoe's reaction to it prompted widespread online criticism.
Dang. They're like, it's our top distributor. We got their back.
That's so crazy, dude. And then also just the reason it's named LuLaRoe is so dumb. It's Brady's first 3 granddaughters' names, Lucy, Lola, and Monroe. LuLaRoe. Corny.
Yeah. It's not my favorite name.
It doesn't roll off the tongue, really.
Mm-mm. It fits the leggings.
Yeah, fix the ugly
It
leggings.
fits the vibe. Okay, well, I could talk about my brand, which I think is pretty well known, and I know our parents have used this brand.
Mm-hmm.
I think all of our parents here.
Yeah.
Guilty.
Yeah.
Guilty. Our moms are listening to this. Guilty.
I ain't gonna lie. I had some of them too. They were kind of tasty. And I'm like, okay, you talk.
Okay. So my company is Herbalife.
Ahorita, all the moms, all the tias are like,
So in February of 1980, Mark R. Hughes began selling the original Herbalife weight management product from the trunk of his car.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
His first product was a protein shake designed to help people manage their weight. He structured his company using a direct selling multi-level marketing model. So you know her, you love her. It's good old Herbalife.
Mm-hmm.
Their most popular product is like a shake that's supposed to be a meal replacement to help with weight loss. So I think that's probably how most people hear about this brand and like get into it. And they also have a ton of other supplements and like nutritional stuff. But I think the weight loss shake is the most popular thing. So from their website, they are a global health and wellness community born to support you living in your best life. They've operated for over 40 years and in more than 90 countries and empowered millions of people to make real changes to their lives. With our science-backed products, the support of a coach, what we like to call an Herbalife independent distributor, and the opportunity to build a business. So when you go to the business opportunity portion of their website, it says you can explore diverse paths to earn through flexible and inventive business methods. Using their science-backed products and realistic income-building opportunities, you can make extra money from home by selling their products to customers. I don't think any of our parents were involved with selling Herbalife. I think they were
True.
just consumers.
Yes.
I don't recall
Yeah.
that business happening. So
Yeah, there was no cool parties being held at
no.
at our place.
Yeah, I don't think Herbalife parties were a thing, or at least I never heard of them. But the way they recruit, you can purchase a distributor kit, which is only $94. So it's actually a pretty simple buy-in, like a pretty cheap buy-in, especially
Right.
compared to like LuLaRoe.
Dude, yes.
So it makes it more appealing. It's less than $100. And even on their website, it makes a point to say you cannot earn any money by only recruiting or only sponsoring someone. So you have to like
So?
have someone be selling something, whether that's you selling something or someone in your downline is selling something.
Mm-hmm.
So that's very clear in kind of like their how to become a distributor, which I thought was interesting, but it's likely because they went through a couple government lawsuits. Throughout their history, they've had a couple lawsuits, but the most prominent ones are these two. So in 2016, the Federal Trade Commission sued Herbalife, alleging that Herbalife and its affiliates deceived customers into believing they could earn substantial money by selling diet and nutritional supplements. Herbalife settled with the FTC and agreed to pay $200 million to compensate consumers and fundamentally restructure its business. The FTC noted half of Herbalife sales leaders earned on average less than $5 a month from product sales. So people weren't making anything.
Dude. But you feel like you're making money because you're like, oh, I sold that $40 thing or whatever.
Right.
Dude, that's crazy.
Yeah, the FTC is a government entity. They collected the money from Herbalife and then distributed checks out to people that had bought into it, basically, for $200 million. Then the U.S. Department of Justice in 2020 also came after Herbalife and penalized them. So Herbalife agreed to pay penalties of $122 million to the SEC to resolve the government's investigation for violations of Foreign Corrupt Practices Act. So Herbalife was accused of falsifying books and providing corrupt payments and benefits to Chinese government officials for the purpose of obtaining, retaining, and increasing Herbalife's business in China. So I think that's where all their products are made, which is crazy. So they just got whammy after whammy. I think that's why their website very clearly says, like, you cannot make money by just recruiting. I also thought it was interesting. They have a cancellation policy. So to cancel, which it sounds pretty good. It says if you want to cancel your distributor relationship, you can return unopened products that you purchased within the last year for a full refund.
Wow.
And they will pay for shipping.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So it actually seemed, I mean, nobody listened to me. Don't go selling Herbalife. But it does seem like you can prevent losing a bunch of money as long as you like realize within a year, like, I'm not going to sell these products.
Right.
Let me return them and get my money back.
Yeah, and you know, there definitely was probably plenty of lawsuits that led to that decision.
Yeah.
Probably lost a lot of money. They're like, we'll buy your shit back, dude.
What was it? 200 million?
Yeah. 200 million.
That one must have like
Hurt so bad.
Yeah.
I mean, it was 200 million and then later 120 million. And
Yeah.
those are just like the two most recent lawsuits, but they've had controversies for decades.
And that shit's not cheap, bro. I remember my mom, I'd make, this was back when I was like playing soccer and stuff and getting more fit. I was like, oh, can I have some of your Herbalife? She's like, sí, pero nomás la mitad, like just half portions, pa que rinda.
Well, weren't those shakes like 160 calories?
Something like that. So
And they were supposed to replace your meal.
I was really losing weight because I was only having half a portion.
Yeah, so I looked up, does Herbalife work? Per healthline.com, which is not affiliated with Herbalife, they gave it a diet score of 1.79 out of 5. So less than average. But it does say the Herbalife diet is pricey and involves highly processed shakes and many supplements, some of which have been linked to negative health effects. But short-term use likely can cause weight gain. Long-term effectiveness is yet to be studied. And I feel like I have heard or read personal accounts of people that are like, it works for me. So maybe it will give you short-term results, especially because you are skipping a whole meal.
Right.
But it's, I don't know, it's kind of like, it probably doesn't work that well.
Right.
And any of those diets are just
Right,
hard
I'm
to stick to. I'm sure you lose 20 pounds, but if as soon
Right.
as you drop it, you probably pick up at least 15,
Right.
20 back.
Yeah, I think it's like a fad diet type of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure you're losing weight because you're starving yourself.
Yeah.
Anyone would.
Yeah, because you're cutting out the things that are unhealthy for you.
Yeah.
More than like eating something that's better for you.
Mhm.
Right. It's not adding something positive to you as it is removing the bad.
Yeah. So I think it's interesting. Herbalife is a publicly traded company. Like they have stock, you can go buy it,
Interesting.
which is wild to me.
The only thing worse than being a distributor at Herbalife is being like, oh yeah, this Herbalife stock's gonna go up.
Then you have to get audited. Then I wonder what their audit is like.
Oh, that must be wonky as hell.
Yeah.
I bet you
Amazing.
they're like, who wants to do our audit? Everyone's like, nose goes.
Yeah, I should look up who's their auditor. But I feel like when our parents were into Herbalife, it was several years ago, like 10 years ago maybe. But it's still a strong and going company. From eater.com and Reddit research, one of their kind of ways to recruit people is through nutrition clubs. So they'll have these like kind of like storefronts that are marketed as like a nutrition club. So it'll be like Columbus Nutrition Club.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like a random building, and you can go in there and they will have the shakes and teas from Herbalife for sale. But these shops are actually making beverages with Herbalife. They don't market it as Herbalife, so you don't know when you go in there. And while they do sell drinks, it's not their intended function. They really want to recruit people to join their downline. So these health clubs actually started. The first one was started in Mexico in 2004. And in 2013, the LA Times reported that 60% of the company's United States sales were among Latino distributors, with a growing slice of these sales coming from informal nutrition clubs. By 2014, a prominent Latino human rights group was lobbying regulators to investigate whether the company targeted immigrant Latino communities in urban areas.
Dang, we were just a statistic then.
Yes, that's what made it more crazy. I was like, all of our Hispanic parents were like, yeah, they're the target audience.
Yeah.
Because they don't want to work out. They just want to get skinny fast. Guilty.
Dude, it's crazy you say that because there's a couple in our hometown, or there was, because these companies will come and go. I remember I would go to one every once in a while, and their shakes were damn good, dude. They had hella options. They were really tasty, but I do remember, like, maybe the second or third time that I had gone, probably like the third time, I did peep, like, an Herbalife bottle on the back, and it clicked for me. I was like, oh. Because, like, this company came out of nowhere, or, like, the actual fitness club or whatever, but it was just, like, a smoothie shop or whatever, shake shop. I was like, dude. It did kind of pop out of nowhere. Like, I knew the people who ran it, and they were real nice.
Is it the one we went to?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Their shakes were good.
Their shakes were really good.
I was going to say, a lot of people on TikTok said they liked their teas, their shakes.
Oh, their tea, because they would do the bundle. It's like, you buy a shake, get a tea for free.
Yeah.
And it was, like, pretty good price for it.
It was kind of popular.
It was.
That
Within the Latino
anymore?
community. Huh?
In the Latino, it was Latino run.
And also their location was good because it was right by a gym, if you will. I don't think it exists anymore. I think they've moved on to new. I wonder if business stopped booming after a while, or if they were like, maybe realized like this isn't feasible for the long term.
I feel like if they just focused more on like their products, they'd still be fine. I mean, it sounded like a lot of people like their shakes and their drinks.
I remember when they first opened, it was real popular. There was always people in there.
Yeah.
So I was like, it was cool seeing like the community kind of rally behind to an extent. But then I was like, dang.
Yeah, because I was like, I want to support this Latino business owner.
Yeah.
But then like you're throwing parties to recruit people. I'm like, why?
It was a cool spot too to just like chill. And I also know another people that maybe like around Oscar's grade.
Yep. Do you think that one's also Herbalife?
Because dude, it's the same. They have like the same recipes, the same teas that are like real colorful. I think it's
they're known for like their colorful, fruity looking drinks.
And they'll have like themes and stuff. So it's like, oh, each month it's a new thing. But I will say that their shakes were really tasty. They were really good. There'd be like freaking Butterfingers flavor or something. Like, it'd just be and they had like 50 flavors too.
I wonder if they're actually like nutritious.
Well, that's how they like marketed it too. Like, oh, this is a meal replacement. The tea will give you energy. Like, use it as a pre-workout or post-workout to like rebuild. And I was like, damn, I'm eating healthy.
I've never been to any of these like nutrition shops.
I think there's one around the corner over on 5th and High Street.
Really?
Yeah, over by that cigar shop. I think there's like a little smoothie shop, or there was at least like a year ago.
Oh,
I feel like you might have, but you just didn't know because they're not necessarily marketed as a nutrition club.
No
It's
logos.
like healthy shakes, yummy healthy shakes. Is kind
Yeah.
of
but
like
I feel
the
like I
thing.
normally don't go to those places unless it's like Smoothie King or something.
Right, unless it's a big brand.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But damn, I might just have to try it out. You catch me selling
Dude,
Herbalife next
yeah.
week.
Yeah, right.
You're like, you guys want to buy some shakes?
Guys, it works.
But it is crazy because I started following them on Facebook and like the shop owners, and I would just talk to them sometimes when I was in there. It was just like me. I'm like, oh, like how you been? Like what's new? And they would always be reading motivational books and like telling me like you
Or
should
like
read this
they're
book.
religious.
They were
cold,
quite religious.
Mhm.
scary.
Yeah. It was,
Make sure they don't poison your shakes.
Yeah, it's crazy. Let me read some quick numbers. So from their website, they have a 2023 at a glance section. They say they made $5.1 billion in net sales, and they have over 2 million distributors across 90 countries and over 300 staff scientists and PhDs in 19 active labs. And apparently 4.6 million Formula One shakes consumed daily.
how many?
4.6 million.
Daily? I don't know.
Daily.
That's crazy.
Dude,
That's what they claim. But it's also like, it is very popular.
it
It
is.
is. And not many people know like the behind it.
Yeah.
And also it's just like a shake.
Yeah, and this is one of those ones. Maybe it's because it hits close to home and my mom and like our parents and stuff bought it. But I'm like, if it makes them happy, yeah, it's real expensive. You shouldn't buy them all the time. But
Yeah.
if it makes you happy,
I'm just like, they would be a much better company if they started focusing more on their products, less on the recruiting people.
Yeah, but that's where the money is for the
Yeah.
top execs, at least. I'm sure.
Yeah.
Okay, one more thing actually, just about like health, if it's actually good for you or if it's bad for you. In 2004 through like 2010 time, there was a lot of studies that Herbalife might cause liver damage. So
Ooh.
maybe it's not the case anymore. Maybe, I mean, they have scientists on their team and they changed their formulas, but that was being studied. And I think there was some findings that said it could suggest liver damage
That,
caused
okay,
by
yeah.
some Herbalife products.
Makes sense.
See, yeah, that's where.
You're not eating
It's not
whole
good.
foods. You're just eating like powdered stuff.
And I'm sure, yeah, because it's like highly processed.
Mm-hmm.
And I know myself. I'm sure a lot of people who follow the Herbalife thing too are like,
Yeah.
oh, I already did my healthy choice for the day. I can have something that's not the best for me
Yeah.
still. And so if you're only feeding yourself that crappy stuff, it's probably not good for the organs.
Yeah.
God
Yeah.
damn, I need to make some changes. Next time.
David, throw your Herbalife away.
I'm taking us to a vegan place next time.
Oh, Herbalife.
Damn, now I want me one of them purple ass shakes that they be making.
I'm gonna have to try one of these shakes.
They were hella tasty. I'm gonna have to see if that shop's open. We should
Yeah,
go
let me
as a
know.
group
Yeah.
because they were pretty good.
I hope someone recruits me.
Oh my god.
We should go there, pretend be like, oh, we're so interested. We've been talking about starting a business, right, guys?
I want to be my own boss.
They'll be like, actually.
Actually, we know a spot that opened up. You could sell some shakes for yourself.
All right, let's get to our last MLM.
Are you sure, guys?
It's okay if it's short. We're running up on episode time.
Perfect. So there's also another brand that had Latina women's on the chokehold. Actually, okay, so the company I chose was Mary Kay, which is also like the makeup skincare company. But I almost feel like Avon had more of a chokehold on Latina women,
Ooh.
right?
Ooh, maybe.
I feel like Avon. Yeah, I don't think I ever actually saw Mary Kay outside of just like media
I'll
references.
say I associate Mary Kay with the white woman.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm just thinking. But I saw it like growing up. I actually still have some Mary Kay products.
I've been to a Mary Kay party.
Me too.
Oh.
I was like in high school though. I don't know what they were
So
trying to
maybe
do. We
at
weren't
some
about to buy
point-
it.
Wait, who invited?
It was
Who
like-
invited you?
so it was from the dance girls.
Of course.
So at some point, the white women were like, we gotta expand. Anyways, Mary Kay Inc. is an American privately owned multi-level marketing company based on Addison, Texas. Their goal is to enrich the lives of women and their families around the world. Fun fact, they started off in 1963, and Mary Kay spent $5,000 to start the company.
Damn.
And so what she did, I guess, is she bought the formula for the first skincare product that she was going to sell. She used to work as a salesman for this other company, but after a couple of years of being there as a saleswoman, she wasn't going up, like higher up. Like she wasn't getting promoted just because she was a woman. So she said, screw that, I'm starting my own company. And the $5,000, I believe it was combined with her and her son because she was a single mom.
Sad.
Well, no.
She's a strong, independent woman.
But you imagine, you're like, son, can I borrow some money?
I have $4.
Mary Kay's vision was to utilize independent business women by recruiting a sales force independent of her company. So just like any other MLM, the point of this company is that they would sell you makeup products and then you would sell it to other people as well as recruit other people. And the more people that you recruit, the more rewarded you are. So they would sell anywhere from skincare products, makeup, body lotion, fragrances, and they also had some products for men. What I was finding online, it says most of the products that they would sell was considered a good quality. And some of them would say that it was their favorite makeup brand.
Yeah.
Loyalty, though.
Maybe. Well, I feel like...
But also a lot of these women are like older women. So this is like what they're comfortable with. Mary Kay is what they grow up with.
Yeah.
And it's always a friend selling it to you.
Yeah, that's what I think is like, there's people that use it frequently, but they've never gotten into selling it. They would just like, oh, I have my connect who I buy it from, and like, I love this makeup. So at least they're not necessarily losing out on money. They're getting a product they like. And then their friend that I guess they're buying from is benefiting from it. So, I mean, that's like...
That's nice.
That's not a horror story, you know? It works out for that target client.
Yeah.
And overall, from what I've seen from the ingredients, it's like normal, clean ingredients. And their products have also been clinically tested by dermatologists.
Okay.
So there's nothing bad with the product. It's just the company. So the membership levels, you start off by being a consultant. That's the very beginning. The requirements of a consultant are purchasing a $100 kit and then placing a $200 wholesale retail order. So the kit is just the startup kit. I don't know what's in it. I'm assuming like booklets.
Book,
booklets.
I think it's probably like samples too.
Yeah.
And like marketing stuff, maybe.
And maintaining an active basis by ordering at least $200 wholesales in the last 3 months. As a consultant, you will be able to receive a wholesale value of purchase pricing 50% off retail value. And then you become a senior consultant. You have to have like a certain number of people that you recruit. As a senior consultant, once your status is reached and your team is established, you will receive 4% commission from Mary Kay on the total of what your team sells per month. And then you also get a red jacket.
Is it red or is it pink?
It says red here.
Oh.
Is it like the little red blazer?
Yeah. And if you are in this level, that means you currently have 3 people working under you, selling for you. You've recruited 3 people. And then you can become a team leader, which means that you have recruited 5 to 7 active recruits on your team, and you will receive 9 to 13% commission on your team orders and have $50 team building bonus. So everyone gets $50.
Yay.
So yeah, there's just more. The more you recruit, the higher you go on the pyramid. And I think the top one is a sales director. You have to have 24 plus unit members that you recruit.
That's crazy.
Yeah, 24 people, like that's crazy.
Right.
And then you have to make, you get a $500 bonus, which honestly is not that much.
No, if it's once a year, that's not that much.
Yeah, but I don't know if you guys have seen like the pink Cadillac.
Yeah, I was just looking that up. That's crazy.
So the pink Cadillac, you would get it if you're a senior director.
They give that to you?
It's like a lease.
They let you use it.
It's like a leased Cadillac.
So you could drive around to your selling parties with that.
Yeah, and it's like an emblem of like,
you've made
it. I've seen a pink car in Columbus. And it had the Mary Kay stickers on it. I'm like,
it says to earn a Mary Kay pink Cadillac, a Mary Kay independent beauty consultant must become a Mary Kay independent sales director and meet certain sales goals. Purchase at least 100,000 of inventory annually.
Oh my gosh.
But this again, you have like people under you.
You have people under you that are selling. Like if you're good at it, if you're reaching this point.
Yeah.
Consistently sell a monthly quota of $17,000. Have a team of at least 14 consultants working for them, and have their team earn a combined of $18,000 in a 4-month period. Only about 10% of Mary Kay independent sales directors earn the use of pink Cadillacs.
Wait, what percent?
10%.
Honestly, that's more than I would think.
You would think it'd be like there's
2.
18 pink Cadillacs in all of the U.S. or something. You know?
And these ladies are also known as beauty consultants. So like immediately once you buy like the beginner package, you're a beauty consultant.
Yep.
So
throw that on the Instagram bio.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like the party that I went to when we were like in high school, whoever was running it was like, oh, it's going to be just like the way they told us is like, we're just going to do your makeup for free. And like, that's it. But then at the end, they try to sell you these products.
Like,
but
this is what we used on you.
Yeah.
Ooh.
But all of us were like, we don't have any money.
We're in high school.
We're just babies.
I could pay you in blocks.
So someone would throw either a skincare party or a makeup party, and then would bring family members or friends that come. And then you would also invite like your friend consultants. And then if they recruit someone that you brought in, they'll give you a gift, is what they were saying. And then, you would talk to these recruiters and you would try to connect with them. And normally they target like just women who are like either single moms or stay-at-home moms that just want to make money while still be at home. Quote, easy way to make money.
Yeah.
So that was their target audience.
And I'm sure the story of Mary Kay, like her like beating the odds and being like a strong, independent woman, probably inspires like people in similar situations to be like, I can do that.
And of course, the company is still running today. As of 2021, Mary Kay had more than 2.4 million independent beauty consultants.
Dang.
And sold cosmetics and skincare products in over 35 countries. In 2022, the company had made $2.7 billion in revenue, which is not that much.
How much?
2.7 billion.
I mean, that's a lot.
It's a lot.
It's more than
I make.
Yeah. But for like a household name, I would maybe expect a little bit more. That's how much LuLaRoe's making, and they're crappy as egg.
I don't know how LuLaRoe is that successful. That one, it blows my mind.
That
I was
crazy.
saying, one thing I forgot to mention was on the website they like tell you they recommend having like $20,000 worth of stock on hand, and that's how probably the lady got for 70,000.
Oh.
Yeah.
So it's like their recommendations, and if you're in, you're probably like,
Yeah.
got to follow the rules.
I feel like at that point, do they want you to open up like an actual storefront?
That's probably what they push you to do, but then imagine you have to pay rent on top of that
Yes,
too,
you're
and
losing
no
so
one's
much
buying
money.
your shit.
Yeah. I think the way these firms are set up is like there is possibility to make money, but only if you are in the top tiers.
Yes.
And I feel like that's like constantly working. You have to be constantly like meeting people, connecting with people. And I'm just like, oh, like for what?
And you probably you're being kind of sleazy, I'm sure, at
at
many
some point.
points.
For the amount of how much people have lost, it just varies. But I think the most I saw is someone put on Reddit that their friend had lost up to $38,000.
Sheesh.
Because again, you're buying like products and for you to sell, and if you don't sell, like tough lick.
Yeah. Like while these companies are legal, they're highly unethical because there's going to be winners and there's going to be losers. And the vast majority of people that join them are going to be losers.
Yeah.
Because not everybody can recruit more people to get in there or sell the products.
Especially if they're in like the rural areas
Yeah.
that like people
You're setting
get
people up
targeted
to
to.
fail.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like it's so messed up because for you to do good, you kind of need other people to fail.
Yeah.
You need people below you, and most likely a lot of them are
they're
going to
not
fail.
gonna make it.
And a lot of people online like that would ask like, you're in a pyramid scheme, right? They're like, no, absolutely not. And a lot of people who like deny it is normally the people that are selling it. So
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I'm like, of course you're gonna deny it.
It's the cult mentality. They're like, I'm not in a pyramid scheme. I am a salesperson. There's this girl from my dance actually that she got really into selling. They were like body wraps that you would wrap around your stomach to make you sweat, and it would just like slim your stomach.
Oh yeah, that hit.
And I think she made it like pretty high up in the tiers. Like she got pretty successful at it, and she every single day, like multiple posts a day, I would see her posting this stuff, and she got like a bigger following. I was like, this is crazy. She doesn't do it anymore, but she had a good run. I wonder if she ended up winning or losing, you know?
Right, like at what point she's like, all right, time to retire from the game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm sure you just at some point you just get tired, or you just get tired of fucking people over.
Or you lose all your money.
Or you lose all your money.
I don't know if it technically counts as an MLM, because when I looked it up, it said it wasn't. But there's this company called Primerica, and I think they sell some sort of financial stuff. And I will say, I did have a couple phone calls with them, like back in the pandemic when I was looking for a job. But just the thought of having to sell anything to people that I know, I was like, the ick of just like, imagine, because I had just come from my sales job where I was getting rejected every day, 100 times a day. But these were people I talked to over the phone. Didn't know. Imagine just like me coming up to my cousins or like my friends, like, please buy this thing. Like, it's going to be so good for you. And then if it's a bad product, no good.
It's funny. I feel like the meme of MLM girlies, they'll be like, hey girl, hey girly, like in your DMs, like, just wanted to reach out, how you're doing, and then like they somehow change the conversation to whatever they're selling. Yeah. But the iconic hey girl message.
Oh fuck, I'm buying some Herbalife tonight. Oh shit, I guess I'm buying Mary Kay.
Yeah, for me personally, it would be harder to sell things to people I know and trust, like friends or family, even acquaintances. I'm like, to me, that's gonna strain the relationship. Yeah,
even if you don't feel it, or if it's like explicitly straining it. It's like,
well, I think people are willing to do it because they get brainwashed. Like the people that sell, they really do believe in the product. Right. So they're like, they don't think it's like sleazy. They're like, this is a good product for real.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of them do enjoy a product. Like Mary Kay, a lot of like the consumers like enjoy it, but it's because they don't know any better. But at some point, I'm like, I guess like, for Mary Kay at least, I doubt they're selling to like younger audience. Now that we have Sephora,
I was like, girl, just go to Ulta.
Yeah.
But even then, like, I guess just me, like, I personally can't sell things to like people I know.
Yeah.
Like it would have to be like a miracle product. Like, this will make your torn off limb grow back. You know, it has to be that good.
Or like low stakes. It's like, oh, this is $12 on Amazon. I really like it. You should try it.
But even then, I won't sell it. I'll just be like, this has been working for me. Here's a link if you want
it. Like a recommendation, yeah.
A recommendation. I'm not going to push it.
Surprisingly, Mary Kay has never been sued, but Mary Kay has sued other people.
Dang, she's a better money
entrepreneur.
In 2020, Mary Kay sued Ulta Beauty for trademark infringement. And then Mary Kay has sued former employees for like selling their stuff in like other websites like eBay or something like that. And then Mary Kay also sued Michael Kors because of their logo MK.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Did they win that one? I doubt. I mean, no. I think MK
about to come from MK.
So which company's older?
Yeah, right. Another Reddit story, or this is like a small snippet, but a horror story was. My mom lost her house to MLM debt, and after multiple interventions, finally getting her to meet with a counselor, the counselor said, "You're choosing between your children and a juice company?" And she stood up and said, "Yes, I am," and walked out.
That's funny.
So you have to be real brainwashed to like.
It also sounds fun, not gonna lie. Like they show you like shiny products and like, yeah, buy this and then you'll sell them. Like that makes sense. I could sell this shit. I'm the target audience.
You're susceptible.
I am.
Bella, would you ever fall for an MLM?
I don't think so.
Emma Bella doesn't have the money to fall for an MLM.
Yeah, but I feel like it kind of reminds me like at school when you have a fundraiser and you have to like sell stuff.
When they make you sell the chocolate bars.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that subreddit Dave was talking about earlier, I saw someone post like the original MLM. They had us kids selling these candy.
Yeah. Damn, those Manly's chocolate bars were good though.
Mm-hmm. Shout out Mally's Chocolate.
Hell
If
yeah.
you're from Northeast Ohio, you know.
Remember the book fairs, the scholastic book fairs that they would bring into the school?
Ooh,
So
yeah.
fire.
You know, now they do like an e-card. So you can put money in your kid's e-card and then they can just grab whatever they want. I just did that. My brother gave my, like, he put my nephew's e-card on our family group chat. I'm pretty sure that boy got $100 to buy books.
Oh, yeah.
Because I put $20, my sister put money, my other cousin put money, and I'm sure my parents put money.
Dang.
That's
That
crazy.
kid's balling.
That kid is balling.
Dude, half the fun was be like, Mom, please, $20. I really want the floppy pencil. I really need it. The comically large pencil, Mom. My class is gonna love it.
I'd be like, I swear I'm going to buy a book, but I'd only pick a book that came with a toy.
Yeah, right. The little thing on the side.
That's such a
The
good idea.
days.
E-cards.
Oh, they're gonna get that money. Good for Scholastic.
Sure.
Good for Scholastic
For
Book
real.
Fair.
Yeah.
Getting with the times. And they know grandparents are like, books? Here's
Yeah.
$40.
I'm like, how many of those books is he actually gonna read?
Oh no, they just get the coolest. I always get the Pokemon ones, and those are just like Pokédex that you already get in the game.
I
So
get
it's like,
Junie B. Jones.
Or
Trying to
books
think.
that come with stickers.
just all the trinkets, dude. They should call it the Trinket Fair.
Yeah, I loved it. That's where my love for trinkets began, I
For
think.
real.
Yeah, I don't think I ever bought books.
Just having the coolest erasers for 3 months or a month till you lost them.
I guess that's not true. I probably bought Captain Underpants.
Oh, Captain Underpants went platinum at the book fairs, dude. I'm like, man, what happened to my eraser that smelled like, that looked like a watermelon and it smelled like a watermelon?
Good times.
All right. Well, I think that wraps up today's episode. Sorry we're releasing episodes late or every other week. We're trying to get a schedule, so we should be more consistent, hopefully.
It's hard being an adult, okay?
Yeah.
We got responsibilities.
Responsibilities.
Wah, wah.
But we appreciate you guys listening. Don't forget to tune in for the next episode, which should be in 2 weeks. Follow us on Instagram at EatingGoodPod and have a good day. Bye.
Bye.